What's up everyone, this is Stav, I'm the creator of the Genshin Instruments mod, now bringing you the Even More Instruments mod. And right guys, apologies for the audio quality, I got a microphone for this recording session. Anyways, let's just start with the first instruments. This is the trombone. You craft it with a gold nugget, a gold ingot, and a block of gold, and you get the trombone. The trombone makes these sounds. And you'll notice that this interface is very similar to the one in the Genshin Instruments mod. In fact, it derives directly from it. If I take the zither, it's exactly the same one. So with the trombone, you get the exact same features. You can pitch the audio, you can change the labels, turn off all these fancy settings. The next instrument is the violin, and you craft it with some 3 acacia logs, a string, and a stick. The violin makes some violin sounds. With the violin you can also tell it to be a full note, and with the full note it will make an even longer sound than the half note one. Now the next instrument is the keyboard, and the keyboard is a special one because it's actually a block instrument. It's not your regular hold it and play it instrument. And the way you craft this one is with 3 black concrete, a redstone block in the middle, 2 white concrete, and a black concrete at the top. Now the keyboard works exactly like the other instruments. It's just a keyboard. It's actually an acoustic keyboard, but we don't talk about that. And yet again, you can do all kinds of stuff with your keyboard. Now, additionally, this mod provides you with a keyboard stand, which you can craft with black concrete surrounding an iron ingot. This will give you a keyboard stand, and with this stand, you can place your keyboard on the stand and then play on it. Now the next instrument is actually a set of 16 instruments, and it includes all the instruments that you can make with the note blocks. So for instance, if you put a block of gold in the bottom slot, then you'll get a bell note block instrument. So these are all the note block instruments that you can get, and if you go into the crafting table and search for note block instruments, you'll actually see the full list of instruments you can make. And if you do not place anything, then you will get the regular harp note block instrument. But you may be asking, what is behind me right now? And in fact, this is the looper, and this mode doesn't just add those instruments, it also adds the looper, and the looper will just loop over your audio. So for instance, if I want to make a tracking sound with this trombone, I can right click the looper and you'll see the message that it was paired successfully. And if I'll play it, then you'll see a record button at the top. So if I'll press it and then I'll just play something, then press stop again, then you'll see that the looper will start playing, and I'll get these backing tracks without any player actually playing them. If you're wondering, you can also just press enter when you leave it. You don't have to have your mouse over it the entire time. So if I do this track again, this time I pressed enter and it still was stopping the recording, and with this backing track I can do. Anyways, let's move on. You also might be wondering, how can I make the keyboard loop with the looper? And this is where the looper wireless adapter comes in. Its responsibility is to pair these block instruments into the looper. So to make it, you just put a stick under here, a redstone touch here, surrounded by 3 iron ingots. With it, if you shift right click any instrument and looper, then they will pair. So you can see here that I now have a record button, and I can do every track possible. And that's pretty much all this mod has to offer. I'm sorry for my horrible English and the terrible audio. Hope you enjoyed the mod. See ya.